Good evening, everybody. I hope you all had a wonderful day. We'll go ahead and start here soon. Share my link. All right, let's get started. Well, today, let's start with SPY again. Let's look at our quick levels. Yesterday, we did talk about this one around 422 to 423. We might see a rejection. Overall market, honestly, the indices traded like a penny stock today, according to me. Up and down, and an indecisive candle here. But after hours, of course, after the Facebook earnings, we did see some push in the tech sector and a little bit on the SPY. But let's get to the levels here real quick, so don't waste time on this. Tomorrow I'll be watching, of course, today's high, which is 423 on SPY, to get above that, to go long. But again, I'm not seeing too much of a push above this. At most, we might get up to around 428 area. This is just this 9 EMA right here is just playing a catch up with this, so it's stalling here. It will most likely come about. We'll see a rejection tomorrow, according to me. If we don't get above 423 the first thing in the morning, in the first half an hour, if we don't get above that, we will see a rejection again all the way back down. I honestly think that we should come down and fill this gap here on SPY. If you look at it, we have had this gap. We have talked about this before. We need to fill this gap, which is around 400. And today after hours, you have 15 minutes to trade, so you can see the positions they're buying. And again, we saw quite a bit of 398s and 403 puts for May coming in today. So keep an eye on this. Break below yesterday's low actually would again be bad. So I would keep my line right at this level, at this 416. If we break that again, it is not going to be pretty. So I'm going to set my alerts, even though I'm watching every day live, but I'm going to set it anyways as a reminder. So 416, below that, we go short. Above 423, we go long. And our target will be around 428 area. And below 416, by at least 2 to 3 weeks outputs, and our target will be 400 eventually. We might see a small stop here at 410. Because that would double bottom short term, but eventually we will see a downtrend on this one. Let's move on to the tech world here. Qs kept playing with my line here. If you guys remember yesterday, I kept mentioning 1745. We did, open above that. We had a nice run, and it kept going. My target was 324.40, but it did not get to that. We closed, the high was little below 323, which is okay. I just played, it was a scalp for us. So tomorrow, obviously, it is going to open above 317.45. So again, tomorrow my target is going to be 324.40 to see what it does. So this line, guys, please set your alerts. Again, one more breakdown on this one, I don't think is going to survive. So I am going to set my line on this one. It won't survive. I can guarantee you this. One more time we break this 317.45. We will flush it down, and I'm pretty sure it all depends on what Apple and Amazon are going to do tomorrow. So we will have a result on this one hopefully tomorrow. Let's see. Let's go on to Tesla. Tesla, I was looking at a weekly time frame here, and very interesting thing I saw was The weekly 50 SMA is right by my support line at 855. So we need to keep an eye on Tesla. Today also it closed below 200 SMA, which is pretty bad. It tried to get above it today, but it was unsuccessful to do so. But I'm pretty sure we will get an open again above that tomorrow and might try to push it, but I honestly don't see that happening. Below 900, it's a short again. Might be able to short it, but I think they're going to keep consolidating here till all these SMAs and EMA come lining up around here. But anything around 950, we already have our target set on here. If it gets there, we will short it at 940 area. So I believe that would be a nice short zone on Tesla. Or if it breaks 900, go ahead and short it. Keep your stops above 905. Target, there you go. We kept talking about this. This has been on our weekly watch list. Some people did play this today, but I think you might get a chance again tomorrow. So please keep an eye on this one. If you get a chance around 435 to 436, you will be able to short this tomorrow if we get any kind of bounce on this one. So look at this. We are on a clear downtrend on this one now. It broke the 200 SMA. We might eventually see around 423 to 425 area before ER. I believe the ER is in May 18th. So May 18th is your ER. So any bounce on target, you can short it. It's a nice, easy, stress-free trade if you don't like too much of volatile and all that. So you can use this one. Facebook. Honestly, if you ask me about this earnings, nothing. It was nothing great. It was horrible. The only reason it's up after hours is because it was not as bad as they expected. So that is the only reason, and I believe there were too many shorts piled up on this one. They just wanted to squeeze them, and that's what they're doing. And their revenue is at the slowest pace since they went IPO. So I really honestly did not see anything, and the guidance was pretty weak, nothing exciting. So I believe any pop on this one is a sell again. So right now, after hours, it did come close to this 50 SMA, which is at 208. So anything below that, honestly, I would short it with stops above this 50 retracement, which is your 211.35 area, 34. That above that would be my stop, but I would go ahead and short this a month out. I think this would be a nice shorting opportunity on Facebook. But again, it's a market. You want to play both ways. I'm not, just leaning on one side. Maybe 60%, I'm on bearish side, 50-50. I'll play what the market gives me at that point. I would keep my stop though around 211.30 area. But if it breaks above that and holds, I'll go long too. So I'm going to play on both sides, but most likely it looks bearish. All right, on our another weekly watch list, we had CLF. I hope you guys are already in this. We kept mentioning 26.55. So it is still holding that, and it is moving up. So it's looking good so far. So keep this on your watch list. It's looking good. I believe we do see 28 to 29 area pretty soon. Boeing is the other one, got beat up today after ER, but I really like it over here for a leap. This is your monthly chart, and it is sitting right on this 100 SMA, which is around 217.55. We did bounce right about there today. 200 SMA on monthly, which was 146.18, and we bounced at 146. This was your low today. So definitely worth keeping an eye on this one. You can buy January if you're a leap guy or a girl. go ahead and buy January 2024, 200 or 250 calls. Boeing is not going anywhere. You can at least start a position on this one. It has a nice base right here. Can't go wrong with this one. The other one I'm looking at for the leap is Disney. Disney is starting to look really nice here. It has a fat base around 115 to 116. Again, this is a monthly chart. When you get 20% or more correction like this, guys, you got to start looking at the leaps, possible leap options. These are my top two contenders right now. I'm going to keep an eye on this one and possibly enter tomorrow. Disney, I'll most likely enter January 2024's 150s or 160 calls. I love it at this place right here. You can't go wrong. You can at least start a position and see if it holds on to this 100 SMA. You can add more, but not a bad place at all. Given the Qualcomm earnings, I will be keeping an eye on NVIDIA tomorrow. Definitely, the way they were worried about the overall chips situation, they are doing pretty well. The Qualcomm forecasted pretty well, and it was really nice beat. So definitely keeping an eye on NVIDIA tomorrow for a short play. If we can break above today's high around 191.50 area, I think we can have a nice push up to 200. So it will be a day trade, keep in mind. But below 186, again, it's a short. So this is what I have for tomorrow's watch list. I'll be closely watching to short target. We'll be playing NVIDIA and entering two leaps. This is what I got. Any request? AMD should do well tomorrow as well. So we'll keep an eye on this one too. But if no request, I'll take your leave. This is all I have for today. Oh, we got one, SOXL. That's your semi-bull. We should see a push on this one, given the Qualcomm, what it did. Currently, it is right hanging below the 90 EMA. Would like to see it above 25.50 for more push on the upside, but for now, your current resistance is at 25. It needs to break and hold on the daily candle. If it can do that, we can see all the way going up to 30s and 34, kissing this 50 SMA around 34.50. For long term, it's a 3-time, it's a leverage, so I would not go. They decay. So I would not go for long term. For long term, you can buy SMH. That's a better option than these 3 times leveraged ones. One bullish or bearish day tomorrow, you think? I think we open green and slowly slide down tomorrow. You can expect the same day as today, because we do have Apple and Amazon ER, so you will see some profit taking before that. I don't think anybody's going to hold through that. Those are the only 2 monsters left. But I was really surprised. Visa did really well, so keep an eye on MasterCard as well. On any dips, that might be a buy too. Totally forgot about that. Visa did really, really good today. It was flying. But still holding this 50 SMA on Visa, which is at 214, and we close right at it. So as long as 214 holds on Visa, I think it keeps going up. Same with MasterCard. I think MasterCard broke above the trend line and we closed right at it. So if we get a push above today's close, I think this will have a nice run as well again. They have an ER coming up though. Keep an eye. Airbnb. Airbnb is still holding this 150 level, but if 150 breaks, I would go short on it. We do have an ER coming up on 3rd of May. I honestly think they might surprise. Just looking at the social media and how many people are buying this Airbnb properties, and it's just my rough estimate. So, but below 150, technically, if it breaks, it's a short. Let's look at the fib levels on these two. Yep, it's already below that. So 150 breaks, it's done. This is the weekly chart. 150 is a magic number on that. All right, guys. This is all I have again for today. And also SPX is still holding above those 4,200 levels. So that's good. Let's see it. Word up. Yes, travel. I think, I think travel is going to do well this summer. They will forecast everything up. Just knowing how the airlines are posting the results and the beating and they're guiding up, I believe we do see the same in this other tourist stocks as well. I think HTZ announced today as well, and they say they see a high demand, and I think they are doing pretty well too. Their year was not bad either. They guided up. I was surprised it wasn't up as much, but I would definitely, if you guys not in there already, HTZ is worth keeping an eye on too, above 24, 34 area. Not sure where it was after hours. It's close to 24, but let's see if it can break this. I think this can have a nice run. So definitely, set your alerts on this one. We already said it yesterday, I believe, because I already have it set here. So we did go through this a couple days ago. So we might see some push on this. Yeah, I like it. I like the travel. The ER was not bad again. So let's see what the market gives us tomorrow. And I wish you all the best. Again, VIX is really high. It needs to break 30 to see us continue a little bit more on the upside. VIX really, really needs to break 30. That is your magic number on VIX. All right, guys, this is all I have for today. Thank you for joining. I will post the recorded link, and I will see you all tomorrow again.